you. You know, he said something now that he is not a lover of sports, either cricket, judo, football, basketball, boxing. It doesn't, when you are right there in school training the lads, it's just close and go back home. How did you encourage him to start becoming first a cricket player and now a coach? How?
See, the thing is about coaching, what a lot of coaches fail to understand is that you're building dreams for others. So you become an actor. Therefore, you have to make the play one that is enjoyable and relatable for all. It's not just about being able to teach how to bowl the ball or to bat. You have to be relatable. You have to be able to understand where people are coming from. And when you're doing those coaching sessions, it's not about being strict all the time. People need to see that you can have fun. People can see you can joke and you're approachable. And you actually have fun doing what you're doing. It's nothing worse than seeing a coach who's got a miserable face. There's nothing worse than having to turn up to training and seeing a miserable coach shouting and screaming at you. You get that from teachers in the classroom. You don't want that on the field as well. So pupils have to feel, or students have to feel in a safe place where they are being loved, because they may not get any love at home, they may not get any love in the school. So the next place they're looking for the love is in the sport or on the field. And if they're not getting there, then that leads to love elsewhere, which can be a life of crime.
Earlier on, Ibrahim, while we were talking, you said you don't love sports, but from the recent video I saw online during the gaming, cricket gaming, or what do we call it now? Is there any other sports? Has cricket opened you up to other sports?
Yeah. I think when I'm learning about cricket, I'm learning about boxing too, but I'm the coach. And I'm learning about some players in football too.
Players in football. Okay, that's how Ibrahim, it's nice talking to you on Sports Spectacular. The truth is, I just have no choice but to encourage you, catching them young. There are some, like this very coach, the former Bayern Munich coach, Julian Nagelsmann. He did not play football, but he was one of the youngest coaches in Europe. At the age of 30, he was already coaching a top club in the German Bundesliga. So it is kind of relatable here when we talk about Ibrahim at this very young age. He's already a cricket coach. Give him the next 5 years, the more he stay in this game, the more experience he gather. And I hope one day Ibrahim will be having a certificate as a level 3 cricket coach, right? One day. One day. But Ingram, before we go for that quick short break, we just have a few minutes to talk boxing. But whenever we stop, we'll continue on the flip side before we move to football. Anthony Joshua was due to box old rival Dillian White at the O2 Arena this weekend, but White's returned on adverse finding after a VADA drug test, and Robert Ellinos will step in to face Joshua. Your take on that before we go for that quick short break?
The Helenius knocked out in the first round by Deontay Wilder. That's no surprise. Only concern is likely to strike you twice. Second time Joshua's got a late replacement. We know what happened last time before. It was Andy Rees. This time it's only less than a week. It's Robert Helenius. Joshua should get the job done. If not, it's the end for Joshua.
Okay, so Joshua should get the job done. If not, that's the end for boxing for Anthony Joshua, which is also known as AJ. Ibrahim, we're going for a very quick short break, and this is so we're calling it a wrap on you. Nice talking to you on Sports Spectacular. Hope to see you next time. Okay, let's go for this quick short break, and when we return, we'll cross over to the king of all sport, talking football with my co-host Ingram, Abiyemi Anderson Jones.